This time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Washington football team. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On first down, Jordan. And his first look is incomplete.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's 4th. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jordan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's got room. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions, and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Throwing on first down. Wyatt, throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Wyatt, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his
touchdown, Washington. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Looking for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Richie
Grant. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Off play action. Jordan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for Atlanta. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Wyatt. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Wyatt. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. To throw on 3rd down. Jordan. Escaping the pressure right. He's got him in. Complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for Atlanta. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Two of their three red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Watch the twins. 36.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Flush to his right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way to the opposite 48.
124 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first and 10, Jordan. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up second and 3 at the 46-yard line.
To throw on second down, Jordan. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Wyatt. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake, Wyatt slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Jordan. Flushed out right.
He's got his pass catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
A final shot before break. Wyatt. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Operating from the gun, Wyatt. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Looking to throw on second down. Wyatt. And Dixon over the middle. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
It was Jamel Dean who brought him down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going up top. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Off the play fake. Wyatt eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. Throw left side complete. That's Bennett. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Off play action. Wyatt. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jordan. He finds his man, complete. That's Brooks. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On 3rd down, Hawkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
57 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
On 1st down, Jordan.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, Jordan. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's 4th.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's
34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jordan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Wyatt. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It got his man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40.
7 yards, the pickup there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And yet again, it's McLaurin.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Wyatt. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bennett. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it.
On 4th down, Wyatt. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
76 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Right back to him on first down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Off play action. Jordan. Wide open receiver complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
On first down, it's Hawkins. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Looking to throw. Jordan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. On the move to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Back-to-back big plays.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Into the secondary past the 40. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10.
And the Falcons are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones, But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Atlanta, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.